We're talking about the rainbow. And ang pangutana is how does or what does this thing, rainbow, symbolize in the Bible? And unsa magyud ang importansya niini sa ato ang faith, ang atong pagtuo, isip tumutuo, sumusunod ni Kristo.
Right.
And we will also examine some biblical basis of this symbol and its relevance in our faith. Kwento ko lang kasi as we all know, June, no? This is a Pride month. No?
Yeah.
We were actually in Manila when the parade happened, and together with me was my daughter. She's 9 years old, and she loves the rainbow. Gusto niya kasi even when she does the artwork, gana siya mag-drawing. She loves cute things. And that's why when we went to the mall and she saw these slippers na medyo rainbow ang theme, she asked her mom to buy that for her. So ang atong kasing-kasing isip ginikanan with an only child. So we gave in and bought her lovingly. So but when that parade pagbaba namo gikan sa mong room nga gistayhan, kasi the parade started right in front of the building where we were staying when we were in Manila. So nag-ask akong daughter unsa man ni siya. So there were a lot of people and taas kay nga parade. Actually it lasted almost whole day. So ingana, no, so I explained to her, although she had already an idea what they were doing. So because we explained to her about these things, so ingana, so we shared what really is the implication of this symbol and why we should not shy away in identifying and somehow going back to the roots of why we appreciate this symbol, being followers of Christ. So ingana. So when we talk about this topic, I'd like for us to bring or to go back to where it all started. I'm talking about the story of the flood, na si Noah. And we know that after the flood happened, God sent a rainbow. For the very first time it appeared, no? And interestingly, it was recorded na it was named na rainbow talaga. It's a bow of a symbol of God's promise that never again He will destroy the earth through flood. So nindot kaayo, no, nga hangtod karon makita nato whenever there is mga ulan. So usually after rain, no? Kasi scientifically, I haven't gone into researching how it appears. I think there is something going on with the combination of light.
Yeah, and the dew.
The dew, tapos mag-form ta siya og prism. That's why you can see these vibrant colors.
Yeah.
So, but originally, na makita nato sa Bible na this is a symbol of God's covenant to Noah and to all the people following, and even the rest of God's creation, God's creatures, that never again He will destroy them through flood. And why is that? Kasi nga makita nato nga ang kabubuton gyud sa Ginoo, because everything that God does is just a reflection of who He is. No? He is holy, He is just, although He is loving, but He cannot tolerate evil in His presence. So that's why people would somehow have this thought or entertain the thought, no? If God is loving, why would He destroy people or God's creation? No? So I think we can always answer those kinds of questions when we really take a look about God's character, of who He is, and that's why His affairs of men is is manifested, no, by His nature being a holy God. And I'd like to highlight yung siguro it's best for us to understand this when we go back in our scripture in Genesis chapter 6. Sabi doon, the Lord, Genesis 6 verse 6, it states that the Lord regretted that He had made human beings on earth, and His heart was deeply troubled. No? Why? Because He noticed, or he saw that man has been corrupted. And therefore, everything there is sa iyang creation nagpadulong to their bent of their wickedness. But this passage doesn't mean that God made a mistake in the way how He created His creation. This passage would reflect God's sorrow over wickedness and corruption that has been spreading among humanity at that time.
Yeah.
So, makita nato in Genesis chapter 5, the Lord saw, chapter 6 verse 5, the Lord saw how great the wickedness of the human race had become on the earth, and that every inclination of the thoughts of the human heart was only evil all the time. And this widespread of evil grieved God deeply, leading Him to decide to cleanse the earth through the flood. So, makita nato nga ang Ginoo, He is consistent in His being, that He is holy.
Yeah.
So, makita nato that this symbol, this is a promise and commitment sa Ginoo nga after all the destruction, this is my assurance that never this thing will ever happen again. No? Like connotation nga storm sa tong kinabuhi, no? There is a storm, there is pestilence, kasakit, no? And whenever everything is done, what we usually feel is a feeling of relief, no?
Yes.
And we can see in hindsight na how God has carried us through in all these sufferings that we have gone through in life. So it's a tangible reminder of God's faithfulness to His promise. So just as the rainbow appears after the storm, it reassures believers of God's steadfast presence and unfailing mercy in the midst of life's trials and tribulations. And another thing that nakita nako here is it represents God's glory. No? This is a symbol of hope. No, after all this, there is renewal. No, and most people who have gone through difficulties in life, they are a changed person.
Yes.
They have gone through fire. No, nga makita nilang ilahang kaugalingon, nga ilahang pagkakamali, nagsisi sila. But nakita nila nga ang kamaayo sa Ginoo, that God has given them a reset in life, a second chance to start from ground up, no, nga there's to remake your story.
Yeah.
Nga although our past can be instrumental to teach us a lesson, and also to other people, no, but we are not defined by our mistakes or our past in life, no.
Yes.
So dira na to ma-appreciate, no. I hope nga whenever we see that symbol, no, it reminds us to put our hope in the Lord, that whatever we are going through, we are facing battles or we are undergoing storms in life, whatever problems that are those. So makita nato nga ang Ginoo adunay katuyuan, nga dili ka mawad-an og paglaom, nga kanunay ka mosalig sa Ginoo, magpasalamat nga Lord, thank you because you are faithful.